Hi, how is everyone doing today? Um, I know I said I was going to try and be live on YouTube as well, and I promise I'm trying that, but I think I clicked the wrong button, so I'm not sure if I am. So if nothing else, it will be recorded and it will get up there afterwards. So, you know, I've talked about it before. I'm not always the best with tech, but I do my best. So, uh, I have this new idea of why I never thought of this before, but I really would like to have a lot of these going right to my website. So all you'd have to do to remember anything that I'm doing is that it's on my website. So we'll see how I can get along with that. Okay. But regardless of all of that, thank you for being here with me. Uh, for me, it's chilly where I am, so I decided to stay inside again because it does get pretty hard on my battery life if I continue to freeze them. And so I don't really want to be doing that. So that's why I tend to stay inside in winter. And if it's really hot outside in the summer again, why you've seen me before, be really careful with not letting the sun hit everything because I'll just fry all my circuits. So, with all of that, thank you for being here with me as we are going to be planting the seeds of love. I try and have a theme for my business and everything that I do for the month. And this month, being that it's Valentine's Day, I figured love and all that kind of stuff. Uh, but for me, it's not even just the love for another person. Really, we need to bring that internally as well and have that deep love for ourselves first. So that's a lot of it, and just working with love, planting those seeds of it. Um, I even have a little prop today, which will hopefully help. Um, you know, but we'll see. With the prop, it's because I know a lot of times people have a hard time with visualization. Um, so hopefully this helps. If you have a seed, like if you can go get a seed really quickly, go grab one. Go do that, okay? Because that will make a difference as well. Uh, I want to get right into our letting go of the outside world meditation. And for those of you that haven't done that before, it's just a way of really not you've chosen to be here right now. So be here right now, not still thinking about dishes that need done or any of the other crazy things that we always think about instead of being in this moment. And that's why I start all my meditations with letting go of that outside world. And it's a way of exactly what it sounds like, letting all this stuff go. We don't need it. We don't need it. Take the time right at this moment. Okay, so uh, today I want it to be a little bit more of a guided type of meditation, nothing major with it, but just to kind of help move you through that as well to get you even more focused right here, right now. All right, so if you'd like, close your eyes or stare out at a tree. You can always do that as well. I have a tree in front of me. So that's what I'm looking at are the branches that still have a couple leaves on it. So either close your eyes or focus on something like that. And taking a breath. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. And again, in through your nose and out through your mouth. And continue with that breathing. And noticing your shoulders. Oftentimes our shoulders and our jaw, that's where we hold a lot of tension. Notice those. If you need to, lift your shoulders and allow them to drop down, and they'll bounce slightly. Now notice where you're sitting and how you're sitting. Notice the connection that you have, or maybe it hurts where you're sitting. If that's the case, I recommend moving slightly. Just notice. Notice those feelings. Are your feet planted firmly on the ground? Both feet at the same time? And is your back resting against the support, the back of a chair? And is that comfortable for you? Taking another breath in and releasing through your mouth. A great way to further deepen these feelings is to start from the beginning again. Breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. And allowing your shoulders to drop. Noticing this time if they have more mobility. Maybe this time your hands have warmed up more and your jaw has let go of some tension. Knowing that you are calm in your surroundings. Giving yourself the options and the trust, and knowing that this is the time for you. Releasing the thoughts of others at this moment. Trusting in that this is the time for health for you. And taking another breath in and releasing. And with that release, slowly open your eyes. And the idea with that is to be more calm and more present in this moment. Being here with you and with me and with the trees, no matter how you are with the trees at the moment. So today we're talking about planting the seeds of love. So what benefits are those? What good does that do for you? Well, in my mind anyway, and in a lot of other teachings. We'll just call them teachings from around the world. Everything is based on love, and that simplest, purest form of love, not of the love of manipulation or the love of greed or anything like that. It is that simple part of love. Kind of like what makes you feel good. uh, you know go in the flow of what feels right and what makes you happy, and again, it's that internal happiness. So you know what positive things is that going to do? Well, there's that wellness in your life, and that wellness of that whole expansion of whether it's body, mind, or spirit wellness. I've talked before, and I do a lot with, it's a triangle, and it's a equilateral triangle. I don't think my fingers represent that very well, but that's what that's meant to be. So for body, mind, and spirit, and having them all in balance. And if one, let's say one is, short, then the rest have to make up that difference to get that wellness and to get those feelings of being centered into life. And that love, if you have that, then it helps with the flow to keep all of this even. So the more love you bring, it keeps it flowing. So there's that wellness in your life there. Then that is what can be expanded out into the wellness for your family. I think anyone can say that if you give, 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 and only give, there's nothing left inside. And then that's when we get illness. That's when we get all of these other numerous things that can happen to our bodies and to our minds, because all we're doing is giving. I'm not knocking giving. That's not my point with it. But one of the easiest representations I have of that is if you have, well, let's call it 100 pennies, and you give one here and one here, and you don't take the time to nourish and to build up your pennies, then you only have that finite amount of pennies. You only have the 100 pennies. So once you give that last one away, you have nothing left. So that's kind of the idea with this as well. Planting those seeds of, okay, tomorrow I'm going to do this for myself, of nourishing me so that I can still have those pennies or have that wellspring of love from within. Um, I have seen I've seen a lot of clients. I'm headed into my 29th year of business, and I started out as only having a massage license, and I used to see um 5 to 6 clients a day, 6 to 7, sometimes, sorry, 5 to 6, sometimes 7 days a week, which that's a lot. That was really difficult on my body. And there's reasons I don't see that do that much anymore after 29 years, because it it physically, it's a lot of work to do. So there's that with it. But I learned throughout that how to continue to take care of me so that I don't just give, so that I wouldn't come home and be totally, totally wiped out. Uh, so same with any of the energy work, anything like that. A lot of times people say, "Oh, I'm so exhausted after doing that." And apart from the reality of work, when we do things, we do get tired and we need to nourish ourselves. But I kind of lean more toward, if you are so wiped out from doing Reiki sessions or energy work and helping others, you might want to look at how you're doing it, because you're not nourishing that internal self as well. It's only give, 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 give. So that's how this can be utilized as well into your everyday health and wellness. Um, and that's the thing too, that once you nourish here, you take care of yourself, then you spread that out to your family, and then from your family, then that can go out into the community as well. That's just that natural extension of that of care, but it always comes back here. So, planting the seeds of love for you. So, what I'd really like you to do now is, and I'm going to pull this out. I went and grabbed a, I luckily I found one in my yard. Oh, and I'm trying to get the light because the light for me is absolutely beautiful. I can see, I don't think it's going to pick it up on the camera for you. I'm sorry. It's how it goes. Um, But on my end, I can see through it and see, like, all the veins. I don't remember what they're all called, but is what I remember is this end here, this is the seed part, and that's the little fluttery, helicopter part, the part that makes it fun when it comes down from the trees, right? So, any type of seed you can do this with. Um, I know a lot of people, and there's a lot of traditions, like I think mainly they're Celtic traditions that I've seen anyway. I'm sure that there are more from around the world. Um, but the ones that I've seen are um, you take your seeds, and let's say that you are planting a garden and you have four people in your family and you want that whole garden, every food that you grow in there is nourished very specifically for the individuals within your family. So, what you would do is each family member would spit on the seed because that saliva that we have then has all of our DNA with it. And then that nourishes the seed, and that is what then is planted to help give back. So it's that symbiotic relationship of of my love to the seed. The seed then grows and propagates in the soil with my love with that. Then that gives back into that full cycle of love. Love for me, love for my family, and then if I have, like everyone has way too many zucchinis when we grow zucchinis, so we share it with our neighbors, right? So then that goes into the community aspect with it. So you don't have to spit on your seed right now. I'm not saying that. I'm just kind of giving another way you can do this to expand out um, when you're doing. So just keep it in mind, okay? What I'm doing right now is if you have one, feel it. I think for a little bit you could see the veins and such in mine when I was holding it up just a bit more, but touch it, feel it, notice the different smoothness you can hear. I'm going to be trying to be really quiet right now, and I'll hold this up so you can hear the sound of it. See how there's different sounds that does? Become intimate with your seed because you are planting a piece of you. Now, do you have to do this physically as well? No, you can just envision this. So you can just put it in your hands or envision this one or envision a pine cone or envision anything, any type of seed that works for you. That makes, that helps you to nourish what you resonate with. That's where I'm going with that. So, what you resonate with. Okay. So, you put it in there. And I have a couple of my like affirmations that I always write up. So, we can go through, you can use those. Like normally, I'll make sure that you get a copy of those. Um, but I'm going to read the first one. So, what you would do is have your seed, and then in your meditative mindset, through love, my life is complete. So, that's what's going to go in with the seed. And I've heard it tell as well, and I think normally the filberts, what are filberts called? Hazelnuts. I just absolutely told you where I grew up in the world, didn't I? Filberts, or a hazelnut. Hazelnuts are, it's a great, or an oak as well works, but whatever is in the tree, that whole DNA is in that nut as well. So like the filbert, the hazelnut, um, and then you plant that. So when you infuse these with your love, that's what goes. Now, again, it doesn't have to be this physical representation that you're going to be planting a new tree. It can be your goals and dreams for the year, right? So, if your goals and dreams are, like in my case, finding the perfect new office space because things shifted for me, that's what I could put in there. So, what are my dreams? That's where vision boards come into play. Um, uh, Vision boards are a great physical representation of planting your seeds of love, of what your goals are in your life and what you want to circulate, and how you can take that intangible and turn it into something tangible by creation, creating it. It's that mind thought of, or the mind aspect of creation. Also put it into something like this. These are great fun to play with. These are some of my favorites. I always had fond memories of throwing them up in the air and watching them flutter back down. So just a simple physical, um, taking intangible to tangible, all that kind of thing. Okay. So I want to go through, and we're going to kind of, our final meditation here is we're going to merge this with the affirmations. I'm going to give you a bunch of time now to do this. I'm going to hold this up. So if you again need that, because I do know how many people have a hard time visualizing. So here is your visualization. If you have nothing else, okay, use it. And then just merge it for where you are in life right now. All right. So I have three different um, affirmations or sayings, whatever we want to call them. Okay. We're going to go through with those. And using this, we're going to kind of merge a few things. But I am going to be quiet now for the most part, apart from sharing these with you. And we'll move on from there. Okay. So again, I invite you to release, to go into a state of um, a meditative state, a calming state, a peaceful state, remembering to breathe, breathing into your low back and belly. If you need to keep it just very that mindfulness aspect with everything, then breathing in and breathing out and noticing just what happens with your breath. Saying to yourself, I share my love in waves of gratitude. I share my love in waves of gratitude. You share your love in waves of gratitude. Through love, my life is complete. Through love, my life is complete. Through love, your life is complete. Remembering to breathe in and breathe out. Feeling that connection with the earth as your roots travel down to the earth. Knowing that you plant the seeds of your love with ease. Saying to yourself and into your personal seed, I plant the seeds of my love with ease. I plant the seeds of my love with ease. Go ahead and take a breath and move your body some more. Slowly opening your eyes. And then let me know how that was for you. Um, I always go back through and look at the comments and that type of thing. Um, and yeah, just let me know how that was, especially with the visualization aspect. I want to know because I know so many have a hard time with that. It'd be nice to know if through all this work that it's getting easier for you and you're able to do that more. Um, go through today with this calm feeling that you have of planting your seeds of love. And, where do you plant them? Well, in the ground normally is where we plant things. So that works. That's where that deep breathing into your low back and belly and feeling that connection through your feet, that makes a big difference. Again, if you want to do a vision board, today would be a great day to do that for yourself. Do that. You've already been very connected. And so do that. What are your dreams and goals? Um, so thank you so much for being here with me. And um, I know I always get tons of messages afterwards from people of the donation, so I'm going to try and get it into the comments for you again, as this is one that I do that's always run off of donations, and for that, I'm super thankful. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And other than that, oh my gosh, go go forth and prosper. All the good things in life, or the at least move from a place of stagnation into a place of movement, of flow, and enjoy yourself. So, questions, most of you know how to contact me. If not, put it in the comments. I'll get back with you. Okay, so thank you again so much, and I look forward to talking with you soon. So much love. Bye.